Well, I'm an engineering consultant. I work in a company. We're working on developing equipment and devices for the powder handling equipment and in the food and beverage industries and the chemical industries in general. But right now we're working on a mass flow meter that is using a vision system to measure the flow rate of solids on a vibrating tray or in a belt conveyor. Now, the device includes cameras and LED lights, pattern projectors, and electronic cards to process the calculations. Having a 3D printing technology allowed us to really go for 80-20, basically get 80% of the design done, and then go in and just put in the cables and put in the components in and try them out, and then find out kind of a punch list to see what's wrong with it and make some minor changes. That makes it much faster than actually waiting for it to be perfectly designed before you fabricate it. We started by very simple components, just simple mounts for the lights and the cameras in an open casing. And quickly, as we started looking at enclosing them for an industrial application, we needed to mount all the electronic cards inside the enclosure. The first problem we ran into, we actually going right to the day where we were doing the commissioning, and we turned on the machine and one of the cards that we specified did not work. It was mounted it has a separate mount for it, and now that it doesn't work, we had to rush and buy a new one that had a different mount. Having the 3D printing allowed us to quickly overnight design a new support for the new holes, and then by the time everybody came back in the morning, we had a new support that could fit in the enclosure, and we did not even have to interrupt the schedule of the commissioning. We ran into issues as soon as we started putting all the components in an enclosure that needed to be in IP65, that we started having heat generated from the heat sinks that needed to go be cooled down. Now, the current situation is that we used a fan to pull the air out of those components directly, and right now we're working on a new development to integrate the actual impeller for the fan, to have the fan built in the device itself, and that's something we're working with the team to develop at the moment. Well, it allows us the ability to be able to get the product in the market fast, and knowing that we could do minor changes or change our mind about some minor components that are not essential for the product, but we could probably get it at a better price or so on, knowing that we could make changes to the supports without any additional cost to us. Well, certainly, this is a technology we believe is going to help us in maintain the flexibility and be able to make changes and adaptation to the market as we go on, and be able to improve continuously in our product, make it always better without really having fear of additional costs to make changes. So our changes will become much faster and we'll be more confident with our product.